This is the FinesseMedia Podcast, Season 3.
Welcome back to another episode of FinesseMedia Podcast, Season 3. And as mentioned before the break, man, I got another guest, another finesse on the game, somebody that's been doing things and baking things. So this is another episode where we're doing things different and having it in the kitchen, man. So what's up? Y'all joining us on this episode with my homegirl, all the way from Chicago, and the CEO and owner, Karen Porter. What's up, girl? How you doing?
Hi, Ken. It's so good to see you.
Man, it's good to see you, man. You got me in the kitchen on this episode, so this is the first time holding it down on our Christmas edition,
yes,
holiday edition.
I'm putting you to work.
You putting me to work, and that's what we're doing. So tonight on this episode, what we're doing is making brownies for the holidays. So if you're at home, you're listening to us on this episode, you know each and every week we spotlight finesses, but we also want to give y'all some good treats for the holiday and some good ideas. So I say, Karen, man, put me in the kitchen and let me see what we can do together and how we can make this thing pop for the holiday season, because we've been in the corona all season. We got a new president, so we want to make some treats and bring the family together. So all month long, this December month long, you see we had my guest on, Jerome Chapman, last week. We had the great juice on. Hopefully you enjoyed that. But Karen, what's up, man?
Yeah.
You ready to make these brownies tonight? Thank you for...
I am ready. I'm ready to eat them first.
You ready? So I got my list here, too, of ingredients to put, that you put together. So this is your recipe, but let our listeners know and our followers who you are, Karen, where you're from, and how long you've been doing your thing.
Okay, my name is Karen Porter. I am from Chicago, born and raised, and I am just a person that loves to bake. I'm passionate about it. It's my entire life, and I've been officially doing it alone, on my own, being an entrepreneur since June of 2019. I love it very, very much. Definitely.
And I know last month you were running to be, a contestant in that runoff. So we're not going to say who won yet, but how did you get into that competition, man? Because I'm voting every single day. I'm like, Karen, you got to get it, man. You got to win. So how did you get into that competition?
It's actually still going on. It's a long process. And I just happened to see it. I follow so many bakers, some of them from the United States, some of them out of the country. And I just happened to see that post. And I didn't think twice before entering my name. I said, what can I lose? So I had to get in it.
No, I'm happy that you got into it because you are a finesse, sis. Your cakes are phenomenal. For those that follow, our page, I posted your cake, and people are like, "Yo, how can I get that cake?" And I'm so happy.
You did. Thank you.
You can now ship these cakes. So let's get into these brownies, man. So the first thing, when I got my bowls ready. So what we need to do, Karen, help me out. I'm not a cook, and I got my wife in the kitchen helping me out too on this episode of FinesseMedia Podcast. So this is exclusive for people who have never seen my wife in person. This is she, and we in the building tonight together making some brownies. So what we need to do?
Okay, first things first. So you're gonna melt the chocolate and the butter.
Melt the chocolate and the butter. All right.
Melt the chocolate and the butter.
All right. So I'm gonna pass this on to my wife because she can only hear it.
You can talk to her, and I'll just be doing everything.
Yeah. So we're gonna melt the chocolate and the butter. So let's do that.
Right.
And we got that going. We gotta get this.
I gotta pull it back up.
I'm just talking through because I know my folks on audio don't like dead air, so I want to keep on moving. They look good too, Karen. So, Karen, how long you been baking, man? How long you been in the kitchen doing your thing?
You can melt it in the microwave in like 30-second intervals, or you can use a pot of boiling water and then put the chocolate and the butter in the bowl on top of the boiling water and just keep stirring it. Whichever one is easiest for you.
All right, cool. She hearing you. She taking it care. But you've been a baker. What inspired you to start getting in the kitchen, baking?
Wait, you said what? Say that again?
What inspired you to get in the kitchen baking?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
What inspired you to get in the kitchen baking?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Who inspired you?
Who? So as a kid, I lived with my dad. My dad raised me and my brothers, and because I was the only girl, every time we would get done eating dinner, he would always say he wanted something sweet, and I was like voluntold to make something. So I was like, back then I was making like cookies, you know, cupcakes, brownies, but those were like the pre-box that you get from the grocery store, you know, where you just add the eggs and the oil and stuff. And then as I got older, I just kind of wanted to venture out and see if I could make it from scratch. And then once I did, I realized that it's so much better when you bake from home, like when you home bake things. So.
No, that's it. Because when you, like you say, home baking and you know, not getting it from the stores, and so you got inspired, that early doing, those things. So growing up in Chicago, were you kind of fascinated by certain desserts in Chicago? You know, we got Eli's cheesecake, which is a fan favorite. We got the Garrett's popcorn. A lot of food favorites in Chicago. What are your favorite places in Chicago to eat? Any kind of restaurant that is kind of inspired, your craft?
Well, Brown Sugar Bakery for one.
Brown Sugar Bakery is real good. Shout out to Brown Sugar Bakery.
Brown Sugar Bakery. And I kind of don't like to admit this because it's not really like a bakery, but I love the brownie sundae from Fridays.
The brownie sundae from Friday.
Brownie sundae.
Really good one. Yeah.
Don't judge me, okay?
No, I'm not judging. I'm not judging because it comes in that little cocktail cup.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. And they got the big sticks on the side. And it comes and it got 2 spoons, and you like, it's all me. I'm not eating this with somebody else. Why do I need 2 spoons? But no, I know what you mean about the brownie. So I got the stuff cooking in the back. And so what's next? So once we get this butter going and butter down.
Butter and chocolate. Okay. So the eggs. You're basically going to add everything in the bowl except the dry ingredients, right?
Okay. Add everything in the bowl except the dry ingredients.
Right. So, do I need to, like, say what the dry ingredients are?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and say it.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, like, I don't want to, So, the eggs, sugars, both sugars. You said you don't have the coffee. The oil and the vanilla. Add that in one bowl.
Okay.
You have oil and what?
Oil and the vanilla?
Yes, oil and vanilla, the eggs and the sugar, both sugars, brown and white sugar.
To add egg.
Yep. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
This is gonna be good. Have y'all eaten dinner already?
Oh, you gotta be careful. So what are some favorite dishes that you do enjoy making? What are some of your favorite dishes to make? Because
Ken, probably my favorite dish would be my red velvet cake.
The red velvet cake, okay.
Red velvet cake. Red velvet cake. Only because it's my family's favorite. I literally can't go anywhere with my family, function, party, anybody's house, without walking inside with red velvet cake, for real.
Okay, so the whole family is like, is Karen coming? Really, you want to know she's bringing the red velvet cake.
They don't even look for me just for my company. It's what is she bringing? Is she bringing something?
Yeah. No, the red velvet cake is real good. What happened?
It popped open my bag.
I'm like, what happened? Eggs?
It just popped open. It kind of went all over a little bit.
No,
my bag kind of got.
That's super cool. So for those who don't know, Karen and I, we went to grammar school together, middle school for people that's in the South. Since 7th grade, was it, Karen? Was it 7th grade?
Yes,
Karen and I have known each other.
7th and 8th grade.
7th and 8th grade together. Karen and I started this friendship, and really, I need her to get down to Texas and make that move so we can be having your treats at an excess. Because I know you can ship it, but I need you also here in Texas. So what's the plan for your company, man? Because you're doing so many different treats. You just launched your business and online business. But what's the next thing? Well, not next thing, but what is some stuff that we can expect for you coming up?
So I'm in the process of launching a new product before the year is over. Don't want to give too much away, but I'm hoping it'll become a fast seller. Mm-hmm. And I've only been telling a few people, just seeking help mostly because it's new for me. but I'm excited. So it's still gonna be desserts, but it's gonna be kind of different.
Oh man, you teasing it. You know it's treats. So you know treats is something that already some people want, and you just gonna tease us with some, that's coming up. So that's certainly good.
I'll say this. I'll say it's for adults only. I'll just give that disclaimer.
It's for adults only, man. I definitely want something, for adults only, because really alcoholic drink cupcakes. We need cupcakes. We need stuff that's infused with alcohol. If you desserts around that line.
Infused, period. Like it's because, and the only reason I'm launching it is people ask me all the time, do I do it? And I've been saying no for years. So I figure, why not? I might as well do it if that's what people want, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. If you're going to be doing these infused drinks, and like we say, it's the holiday season. We're right in the middle of December, so a couple of weeks will be countdown to 2021. Aren't you glad that we are with the new president, man?
Ooh,
right? So that's going to be very, very special. Do you plan to cook? Are you planning to celebrate or to do any kind of catering for this upcoming holiday season?
Oh, absolutely. I'll probably promote it first and then do whatever orders I can. I'm hoping to hire somebody too, just so I'm not actually by myself and doing everything alone. So I want to get to that place too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because with the family, like you said, they're looking for the red velvet cake, and then if you got situation happening, and then that's going to be a good time for the New Year. So that's what I'm saying. New Year's is popping. So I got my dry stuff happening over here. And what you got, Karen? I see you kind of you got cakes and pies already ready over there. I mean, I don't see you mixing and twisting your fingers.
No, not nothing ready. I typically do keep baked stuff in the freezer because that helps to stay fresh. So just in case I need to make a last minute order or something.
Okay.
But I do want to ask, did y'all preheat the oven? I forgot to mention that.
The oven should be preheated. We did not preheat the oven, so
we don't have temperature.
It should be what we should preheat.
Just 350, yeah.
350,
yeah. Sorry, forgot.
All right, so we got that. So I got with the eggs over here. Let me just tell the people over here so they know we ain't just saying stuff, and we actually And if you want to check this episode out, if you're listening to us and you're like, my God, I didn't know I can see this, check us out on our YouTube page, FinesseMedia Podcast. Check up the YouTube page so you can see what we got going on, cooking in the kitchen. And it's legal, it ain't illegal.
This time. It ain't this time.
All right, so what else we got going
on? Everything has been, vanilla, baking powder, so. Yeah, everything has been mixed. It's pretty much ready to combine the wet with the dry.
All right. So you're hearing that, Karen, right?
Yes. Okay, so to the eggs and the sugar and the oil and the vanilla, you're going to add the melted chocolate and butter.
Okay.
Oh, add milk, chocolate, butter to the dry ingredients. Right?
To the eggs and the sugar, yeah. The dry ingredients we're going to add last.
Okay, we're going to add the dry ingredients last.
Okay. Well, we can get it then.
And for those
that's already been did.
Okay.
That one did.
That's already been done.
Oh, okay.
All right, so what's next?
Then you can add everything else into the bowl and just mix it together. But mix it for like 30 seconds until everything is just combined. Don't overmix it.
Okay.
All right, so we're mixing it. And as we continue to mix it, Cameron, we're going to continue to mix things on your side. So growing up in Chicago, again, I'm going to bring it back home because that's where you are. Are there any people that have businesses that you have partnered with to do any kind of events recently?
I have been working close with a well-known Chicago baker, Jordan Gaines, or Jordy Cakes.
Okay.
She make the cake jars. She used to sell her jars in like a lot of the Harold's restaurants and at O'Hare. So she's an entrepreneur that she has her own spot downtown, and I've been working closely with her for probably about a year. and she is offering me to sell my own things out of her shop. Although we haven't discussed it officially,
Okay.
but she did offer me that. So.
Okay. And so restaurants, do you want to have a restaurant? So what's the goal? And for Karen's, brand, we do want to spotlight the name of your company. So let folks know the name of your company.
With love from Karen.
There you go. So with love with Karen, do we see this as being a business for a brick and mortar store? Do you plan to just sell online? What do you see for with love with Karen?
Well, with love from Karen really came about because I have a lot of gifts. So baking is one of my gifts. I also write a blog with love from Karen. And then I'm a natural girl, as you can see. Yeah. So I make my own hair and body butter that a lot of people request, and I sell sometimes. So eventually, with love from Karen will be my brand, and it'll be everything that I can offer the world ever. For now, though, people only know me as the baker with love from Karen.
No, and you're making it with so much love. You can see it when you check out, and we'll give your information out later in this episode, how you can see the work that's done is made with love. So how often or how long does it typically take you to make a cake like what we see, which what I love is the strawberry shortcake.
Oh, the crunch cake? I typically ask to book, I typically ask them to give me at least a week's notice. But the strawberry crunch cake probably will take
crunch cake.
The strawberry crunch cake will take maybe 2 days because I bake cheesecake in the middle. Like I have my own recipe for my cheesecake. So I bake the cheesecake a day in advance to make sure that it's cool, and then add the cake and then the crunch layer on the outside. So that will take maybe 2 to 3 days.
Let me tell you, man, I seen that cake and had the cookies on top of it, and then the strawberry on top.
It's nostalgia for a lot of people because it tastes just like the strawberry shortcake, like the ice cream bar, for real.
Yeah, my wife said, how can we get one of those cakes? Is that something available on your website?
It is one of the ones available. The only thing is I won't be able to ship the cheesecake part, but the cake and like buttercream and the crunch on top, yeah, we can do that.
Okay, cool. And again, we'll give this information out. Yeah, following on how people can keep up with everything you're doing, and then ultimately get these cakes. So, a restaurant is definitely, something I would love to see you with, because desserts is definitely a thing. I got this brownie stuff ready. I'm ready to drop it in here.
Okay.
Do I just drop it in here? Is there a special Karen?
Where's the pan? Do you have the pan?
Oh, let me show you the pan. Bam.
Oh, okay.
It's a silicone.
We want to let you know it's a silicone safe
Oh, okay.
pan. Yeah.
Okay.
So what we doing?
I'm using a Baker's Joy spray so it doesn't stick, but you can use like olive oil or butter or whatever.
Okay, so we got olive oil and butter. We're going to spray it. This is a silicone, so it don't really stick, but I'm going to go ahead and just spray it just in case, this thing trips up on us tonight.
Well, it might slide. You might slide. I don't know.
Yeah, this smelling good, too. This is a Karen recipe. I think you should do a book.
It does smell good, right?
Yeah, I can smell it. People who watching, you probably can smell it too. We're going to put the recipes in the description as well, so you can make it too. And then tag us in it as well. Let us see your With Love by Karen brownie. Because that's what this is.
Right.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah. So we got this in here.
Easy five.
Karen's still whipping hers. I think she put some extra sauce in hers because we done over here. Karen, what you doing? What is that?
The walnuts.
That's walnuts. No, I thought that looked like cocaine. No, I'm kidding.
Lick the
spoon,
but a viewer.
I'm okay.
Give it a little lick.
Nah, I'm okay. It looks good though.
It smells amazing, yo.
Yeah,
for real.
man. So, Karen, brownies are simple that you can make too. I think it's one of those things that you can make at these events when when you're having something quick for a family social. It's a family social. It's real good. So we're gonna
everybody can get involved.
Oh,
yeah. I'm gonna put mine in the oven. So it's all set for those that can see. It looks pretty decent. This is made by Karen. Bam. Put this in the oven. And y'all see, I got the that's neither here nor there. But I do have my Chicago Bears. Shout out to Chicago Bears. We successfully lost today, but
They lost today.
Yeah, we lost today. So I won't say the game or the team we lost against because we lost. It doesn't matter. But I'm rocking my Chicago Bears apron anyway. Oh man, see, Karen, you're making a lot, and then so you are at home making.
You said 40 minutes for the time. Right?
Yeah, 45 minutes. That's how long and you sprinkling what else on top of yours?
Well, I like to put a timer on my phone for like 30 minutes and then check it.
Okay.
And turn the pan around in the oven.
Turn the pan around. So we're gonna turn it around midway. So like in 15 minutes?
And like 30 minutes, yeah.
30 minutes, we'll turn the pan around and then let it rest for the duration of 15 minutes. And then we take it out at 45 minutes?
Right.
Okay, cool.
And then you'll use a toothpick to check it.
We use toothpick. Okay, cool. So you
should. Mine going in the oven.
Can you bring it? Okay, you.
I wanted to see the walnuts on the brown.
Yeah, you put it in there kind of fast, Karen. Let our viewers see that because that's why we're here. You threw it in the oven too fast. Let us. All right, come on, bring it closer. Come on, people say I can't see. Man.
Yeah, there you go. That look good.
There
too.
you go. Let people see what they gonna get.
Yeah.
Because you have brownies also on your website, correct?
Right. Yep,
That's
I do.
what I'm saying. So let people see what they're going to be getting in the mail.
I'm sorry.
Let people see. They want to know it. So go ahead and put that in the oven, and we'll set our timer, and it's for 45 minutes. For people that's watching, we're going to speed this tape up, so it won't be for 45 minutes. But what I will say, Karen, is when you're making these different desserts, you mentioned who gave you the inspiration of doing desserts, but talk to our listeners about days where you feel like I don't want to bake and I want to do something different. And what keeps you going? What's your drive?
Those days are I'm more than likely tired because doing this, I have to be on my feet every day. Some days I do get overwhelmed where I kind of forget to eat sometimes.
You gotta eat.
I know. I'm not a good planner. Sometimes, honestly, Ken, sometimes I'll be so focused on what I have to do, I just forget everything else, including myself. But those days where I am overwhelmed, I just remember why I'm doing it and how much I love it. And I'll get a review from a customer, how much they love what I make and how much they enjoy my baking. And that motivates me because I realize a lot of people aren't as passionate as I am. So they don't love it like I do. So that's what keeps me going, really.
Absolutely. And my follow-up question is the question I ask each and every guest that comes on the podcast, because you all are finessers. So again, thank you again for joining us on this special episode, because you are somebody that's finessing the game. But I ask each finesser that comes on the podcast, who's finessing the game for you? Who's that person that you not necessarily emulate or want to model after, but somebody that you go, damn, you're finessing the game. So who's that finesser for Karen?
Ooh, that finesser for me would probably be the baker that I work with is Jordan. I mean, she's amazing. She's been baking and she's been an entrepreneur for 10 years and she's only 26. She's been doing this since she was 16, never had a real job. This is all she knows. So even the opportunity to work with her and work side by side with her is incredible, like an answered prayer for real. So she's definitely killing the game.
That's dope. Because people who finesse the game for me are, again, those that are finessing, or not using the word in its own definition, but those that are really operating in the highest level of their craft. And you said to me kind of a moment before what gives you the motivation and what keeps you going. But if someone that's out there listening to us or watching that wants to be a baker and they're just scared to kind of take that first step, and again, congratulations on launching your business, but what would you say to that person that's scared to take the next step to bake? And they're probably the person like you that everybody wants to, for them to bring that.
This has been another edition of the FinesseMedia Podcast. Join us again next week for the latest news from HBCUs. Special guest.
Or to really start anything on their own business.
To get started or get scared, if they're scared, I would say it's your duty. Because a lot of us in baking or even in our own crafts, whatever that may be, it's a God-given talent. It's a God-given passion. So it's your duty to do it. And just remember that. Remember that nobody has the gift that you do. Nobody can bring to the table what you do. Yeah, there are a lot of bakers, but nobody is you. Like, you are individual. You bring something completely different to the game, to the table. You're in your own lane, and we need you. We definitely need you. The world needs you. So get out of your head. Don't let fear take you down. Don't think it's too many of us out there. You have space. There's enough room for you. I promise it's enough room. You're going to be okay, and we all can get paid, okay?
Most definitely. It's all about getting paid. Nobody's in business to not make money. Karen Porter, who's finessing the game and will continue to finesse the game. Thank you, sis, for joining this episode of FinesseMedia Podcast Season 3. But let our listeners know, for those that's checking us out, how they can keep up with you and ultimately get some of this fantastic desserts that you display on your website.
Oh, of course. So the business name is With Love from Karen. Facebook is With Love from Karen. Instagram is With Love from Karen. The website to order is withlovefromkaren.net. I ship cakes, brownies, cookies. I also do custom cakes if you're local to Chicago. If you go to my website, there will be a few pictures there where I've done like a unicorn cake, princess cake, just all different types of themed cakes. I do those. And then you can contact me at the website as well, withlovefromkaren.net.
That's what's up, man. Karen Porter, man, you got to come back, and thank you for blessing us with these treats. We'll let y'all know. Check our page out right now. You're probably already seeing me smashing some of the brownies, and then also seeing the ultimate, results of this cake. So, Karen, thank you again, sis, for joining the episode of FinesseMedia Podcast. And y'all been listening to me each and every week, talking to people that's finessing the game. And we'll see you next week with something brand new. Karen, thank you so much, sis, man.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
We'll see you, sis. Take it easy.
Bye.
This has been another edition of the FinesseMedia Podcast. Join us again next week for the latest news from HBCUs. Special guest.